I want to know what you learned from somebody else as part of your group. What did you learn after listening to somebody else today during your discussion? Layla, what did you learn?
I learned that drinking is actually legal for kids in some countries.
I wonder why. What do you think?
Well, that's really all I heard.
Okay, but does anyone have a guess as to why that might be the case? Mark, what do you think?
Well, I think it might be the same reason as why it was legal for kids to drink wine in like the medieval ages.
Okay.
Because that was the only liquid they had that was clean. They could drink, like their water wasn't clean, milk wasn't clean.
Okay. So you think
The wine was the only liquid for them to drink.
okay? Does anyone else have an idea? Ella?
I think it's because some people aren't as advanced as we are, and they don't know about those rules.
Okay.
Like the same for smoking and drugs.
Okay. And it might be different in some. It's almost like it sounds a little bit cultural or something, maybe. It's just different things. Who else learned something from somebody else in their group that they didn't know of before as part of listening? What did you find out, Ashkan?
A lot of kids went suicide because they were getting so much bullied, because I learned that from Waleed.
Okay. And can somebody else add something that they learned as part of their group? Hamza, what did you learn? What did you learn? Sorry? Oh, it had something to do with comas. Did someone figure out what happens with comas? Waleed?
Like you kind of faint, pass out,
Okay.
for a really long time.
And what caused that?
Drugs, thinking.
Okay. Does somebody else have something to add, or something that they learned? Rudy?
Like whenever you eat, it's probably like whenever you get high, is whenever you take too many drugs,
Okay.
and it kind of gets you going. It's like the caffeine or something.
Okay. Did anyone else learn something as part of the group? Ella?
Can I say something about Wall?
Yes?
I read a book, and it said that the mom just went into a coma, and she didn't have any drugs or alcohol, and she didn't do any of it.
So I wonder then if that's the only thing that causes comas. Maybe there are other things. Yes?
I have a connection.
Yes?
My auntie Sarah got invited to this one guy's birthday party, and
Yeah.
he choked on rib.
Yeah?
Like no ribs.
Yeah.
The food. He choked on that,
Yeah?
and he wasn't breathing, so he had to go in a coma. So it's not just drugs that you can go in a coma.
So there you go. There's some different things. What did you learn?
And it's not only drugs that you could go into a coma.
Yeah?
Like if you get shot, you could go into a coma.
So there might be some other.
What is a coma?
Now, coma. So who can answer Mark's question about what it is?
It's like when you're in a really deep sleep, and it's like your brain has no control of your body.
Yeah?
It's like shock.
Okay. Can somebody add something? Jack, Em?
Well, it's like when you're asleep, but like you're aware of everything around you. So
Okay.
like, say someone kicks you, you can still feel it.
Okay.
It just
So it's sort of like being asleep and awake at the same time.
Yeah.
So,
just eyes are closed.
where did people find this out? What taught them that? Yara? Okay. Who else had something different?
I've
Lisa?
seen it in a TV show. It also has something to add to.
Yeah?
Sometimes it can kill you.
Okay, so then back to our topics, even though that was kind of an offshoot. Who else learned something different from somebody else based on one of our health topics about either the healthy foods, about the safety, or about the alcohol in particular? Did somebody learn something else? Layla.
Can I just give one more example about the coma?
I'd like to hear something else first. I will let you give that at the end, but I'd really like to hear something else related to what we've learned. Yes.
Well, my group, kind of did like all bullying and stuff.
Yeah.
And like we found out a lot of things about bullying. And Betty talked about that video that Ashkan showed us
Yes.
about like the name, like the tags
Yes.
going onto the girl, and in the end, like she rips them off, and in the end, the bully gets like knocked over and stuff. And we talked about if it was a good thing or not, and we came to the conclusion that it was just gonna restart the process all over again.
Interesting. Did someone come to a different conclusion when discussing bullying and the idea of standing up? Katerina?
Well, say a bully was bullying you, and then everyone starts bullying that bully. You're technically being a bully to that bully, so you're technically becoming a bully yourself.
Okay, so then what would be the best option if there was bullying happening? What did some groups come up with? Basil? Okay. Ella?
I was going to say sometimes it's the best idea to tell an adult because the bully will feel like they're being watched and they shouldn't be doing anymore because they're getting in bigger trouble. And usually, well, sometimes it's not a good idea to stand up because the bully could just hurt you.
Okay.
Well, you know how Ella said it's a good thing to tell an adult?
Yeah.
It's a good thing to tell a certain adult because last night I was watching a video about bullying, and then this 50-year-old girl told the teacher
Yes.
and like the principal and stuff, and the principal and the teachers didn't do anything. In the end, the 15-year-old girl did suicide.
Oh.
And the parents got really angry,
Okay.
and they said that the teachers should take charges too because they didn't help her.
So you need to make sure that the adult then helps the other people?
Yeah.
Yes?
That's the same thing that happened to my sister.
Oh. You mean with the concept of bullying? Yeah, so you really need to make sure then that the adult is helping out as well, right? Yes?
I would say you should tell someone you can trust.
Yes?
Because if you don't tell someone you can trust, they won't really do anything to help you.
Well, I'm impressed with the fact that it's obvious that we shared a lot as part of our small groups, but also that we listened to what other people shared as part of our small groups, and we're able to come back with some new ideas and new learning together. We will complete our evaluation piece after the break.